Hi, I'm Dana from Dana's Epic Adventures. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Manish.
And you said that you had hiked Everest Base Camp?
Yes. So this was about 16 years back as a 22-year-old. I had done an 18-day trip to Nepal. Originally, the trip was supposed to be only for like 3 days, but then when we reached there, we decided that we are going to do the trek to the Everest Base Camp. So because we were already there 3 days, we didn't have to spend time more for the altitude adjustment, which everybody has to do once they reach there, because otherwise you'll get headache, nausea, and all those things if you directly start climbing up. So we did 2 more days of course, purchasing things because we didn't have anything with us in terms of trekking and other things. So we got all the stuff from the bazaars over there, and then we started. It was like a 14-day trek, out of which we stayed in a lot of the local, it's called as hotels. Here you would call them as hostels, but there it's hotels. Stayed in a lot of the local hotels. We used to trek in the morning, like from say 5 a.m. in the morning to about 12:30. Go to a hotel, have lunch. We used to spend our afternoon there, and then go to bed early in the night because we had to again get up at 4 in the morning to start the next day's trek. So most of the trek was good. It was good weather. It was July. It was good weather, but there were some parts of the trek where there was snow on the ground. So again, we were not prepared. So we had to again go back to Namche Bazaar, which is the biggest bazaar over there. It's like the highest altitude bazaar in the world, and we had to get trekking boots, which were like adaptable to the snow as such. So we had to buy that as well. So we did that, and I think, yeah, the 14 days, the first 5 days was, of course, we were like young guys. All of us had a lot of energy and things like that. After the sixth day, of course, that altitude hits you because you start getting slower and slower and slower, and it doesn't allow you to do that many kilometers or miles in a particular day as such. So that was hard in the sixth and the seventh day. But the eighth day, when we reached base camp, I mean, that was like the happiest feeling that we accomplished this without any planning, without any long-term, long-term planning or anything of that sort. So that was good. We spent a day at the base camp. We cannot spend a lot of time at the base camp because, of course, people are coming in, and
Right.
people who are really going to Mount Everest need the base camp for doing their stuff. So we spent like half a day over there and walked back to the next destination down, and spend like 2 days there because we wanted to be as close to the base camp as possible.
Right.
And then it was a trek down, and the trek down was more difficult because your body is tired. You're dragging this huge amount of luggage on your back, and sort of you want to get home now. You're like done now. The excitement is gone of getting to the base camp. That's gone. So now it is just going back home. So your body's not as excited. The adrenaline is not there. So you're just dragging your body back. But yeah, I would do it in a flash if I could do it again. But yeah, you would have to have a lot of physical fitness and a lot of preparation before I can go at at my age over there again.
So you said you went to Nepal not expecting to do the Everest Base Camp hike.
So our
So what kind of preparation do you need to do?
so I think, I mean, first is physical fitness. So you have to be physically fit. You have to be able to walk at least like 5 to 6 hours per day. And again, the terrain is not something which you're really hiking up, huge mountains as such. It is mostly flat, because you gradually grow up. But there are a couple of days in which you're really hiking up, and it is a little bit dangerous as well. So you need to be able to hike. You need to be able to trek. You should have all the mountain shoes and all those things because the grip on the ground is very difficult over there. But physical fitness is the biggest thing, and of course mental fitness, because you have to be mentally fit to do that. Otherwise, so when our group started, we had a group of 20 people, not the people whom I knew, but our group, the entire group which went up was 20. Out of that, 8 of them went back in the middle of the trek because they couldn't just take the altitude or things like that. And they were all like really fit guys, but it was just the mental part of it was not there, so they couldn't.
Right.
They were like, I'm too tired, I can't drag my body along, so they went back. So 12 of us completed it out of the original 20 which started.
Wow. And so how would anybody just reading my blog set up an Everest Base Camp hike? Can anybody just go online and order one?
So there are a lot of in the past few years, a lot of good tourist companies have come up over there, which will do this entire process for you. They'll book all the flights all the way from here to Kathmandu, Nepal, and take you down to the hotel, and then walk along with you in this trek. And in today's world, you can even have the Sherpas to carry your luggage as well, so you don't have to carry your luggage
Oh,
on your
wow.
own. So that is also available. So there is an entire package tour available right now, which you can do that. You still have to hike it. There's no other alternative to that. You cannot drive there or do anything.
Right.
You still have to hike it, but a lot of the other logistics will be taken care of, which we did on our own at that time.
Oh,
And
okay.
and it's of course it's going to save you a lot more money buying things in the US rather than going there and buying things.
Oh, okay. So that's how you were able to just walk in and change your mind and be like, hey, let's stay for
Yes.
another 2 weeks.
Yeah, because
Because
our
everything's set
original
up.
plan was 3 days in Nepal, just visit, take a helicopter tour towards Mount Everest, watch Mount Everest from far, and then come back and do the other stuff in Nepal as such. When we reached there, we read about this. We were like, okay, it's the challenging stuff to do, so let's try to do that. And that's how we changed our mind, and all of us decided to do that.
Awesome. Thank you. Do you have a website or a blog or anything?
No.
No?
I don't.
All right.
I mean, you can follow me on Twitter. That's where I post things about myself. So
Okay.
thank you.
All right. Thank you.